Hi everyone, good evening. Welcome to Live After 5. I'm sure you're all looking forward to the bank holiday. It's a double bank holiday, which is great. I would just like to explain about conveyancing law, okay? What does that mean? Conveyancing is the legal terminology of selling property. And I wanted to share with you, hi Eileen, thanks for joining. I wanted to share with you, what does it mean to go sale agreed? So as agents, right, when we're hired to sell a house, we are engaged by the seller. The seller signs a contract that's called a PSA. A PSA is a property services agreement. And we as agents are regulated by the property regulator. Now that's really good. It's really good for consumers, it's great for sellers, and it's great for buyers, because it's now heavily regulated. And so there is a code of conduct. There is legislation that we have to adhere to. Hi Veronica, hi Emily, thanks for watching. So for example, when we're hired to sell a house, we're hired by the seller. The seller signs a contract that we issue them with, and that contract is actually a template issued by the property regulator. In that contract, it details our fees, our insurance details, the term of the contract, any outlays for marketing or anything like that. So it's very good. It means that it's all transparent. Now, when we put the property on the market and we get offers, we tend to use an online bidding platform now called Offer, which is absolutely brilliant, because on the bidding platform, the bidders, buyers, have comfort that they can see other bidders, albeit their identity is confidential. So that means now that our buyers can see other bids, and it does give them huge comfort. Now, let's say that we go sale agreed on the property, that the highest price comes in, we take instruction from the seller. Now, the seller isn't obliged to accept any offer. They can accept the highest offer, they can take an offer from the underbidder. Why would you take an offer from the underbidder? Maybe the underbidder is a cash buyer, maybe the highest bidder is a mortgage buyer. There's so many things. Maybe one of the bidders is in a chain and they're selling a property. All these things are taken into consideration, but at the end of the day, if you own the property, you're hiring us, you can sell to whoever you like. Now, you go sale agreed, we send out a deposit invoice, and it's sale agreed subject to contract denied. What does that mean? That means it's not sold until there's a contract signed. Okay? So if somebody comes in and places a higher offer after we've gone sale agreed, after we've received the deposit, after we've sent out the invoice, we are duty bound to pass on that offer to our client. Now you might say, well, the buyer is your client as well. In the eyes of the law, the property regulator, our client is the seller, because that's the person we've the contract with, and that's the person who's engaged us and who's paying us. Okay? So in terms of providing a great service, obviously we want to provide a really great experience for our buyers, but our contract is with the seller. So if somebody else comes in after we've gone sale agreed and places an offer, we have to pass that offer on to our client. If the offer is a lot bigger than the highest offer we've gone sale agreed on, it's very tempting for a seller. And are they going to leave large sums, double-digit sums on the table? Probably not. So it's a very upsetting time for a buyer if somebody else comes in and places another offer that we have to go to the seller with. So this is legislation, and you could call it gazumping. Yeah, it is. And it's not legislation we're particularly keen on, because if we have to go back to someone that we've sale agreed a property on and tell them that someone else has come in with a higher offer and we've gone back to our seller, do you want to match that bid, or do you want to place a higher bid, and they don't want to because they've sale agreed the price, then obviously that bidder is going to be really upset. that is unfortunately the environment we work in. And, you know, we love when people are happy. We do. We do. We want the seller to be happy. But in the current market, if you've got like 6 people who want one house, we can only sell the house to one person. So there are going to be lots of disappointed buyers. So it's very difficult. So I just wanted to explain that to you. When we go sale agreed, you go sale agreed on a property, it's subject to contract, contract denied, and it is not binding until contracts are signed. I hope you found that interesting. Have a lovely holiday, and thank you for watching. Garv Mila Mahagud, Slán go fóill.